I've looked at almost over 1,000 different online coaching offers, from coaches doing just 5K a month to those doing $1 million a month in business. And I can tell you with absolute certainty that what I'm about to show you today, it's exactly what separates okay coaches from elite level coaches. And over the last couple of years, my coaching clients have made over $17 million online in revenue. And this is exactly how they've destroyed every single revenue ceiling over and over again for their online coaching. I've seen how there are 3 different mindsets in 3 different income levels. So those making 10K just starting out, crossing to the 30K mark, from 30K to 60K and 60K and above. Now, when it comes to successful online businesses, online coaches, or whatever it is, there's 3 distinct areas that coaches need to focus on to grow their business. And now, this is not your typical top of funnel, middle of funnel, or bottom of funnel BS. It's what you need to focus on in order to grow your coaching business. It's attraction, conversion, and delivery. What I've seen is that depending on your income range, you will focus more on one than the other. And when you focus more on one than the other one seems to not perform as best. So this is the overview. You need all of these 3 to talk to each other, and you need attraction. And after you have attraction of leads and good leads, you can convert. And after you convert, well, you deliver. And then after you deliver, well, you keep growing your business and you keep attracting new, better prospects. That's essentially how it works. If you are making about 10K a month to 30K a month, I've seen a huge trend with these coaches. Now, essentially, conversion becomes something that's more reaction than being proactive and improving numbers, etc. Conversion just becomes something like somebody recommended you, or you have referrals, word of mouth, and conversion just happens out of inertia, or just happens because something happened and the other person is really needy and they just really need you. And selling is less skill and more, it just kind of happens. The huge pitfall here for coaches in the 10 to 30K a month is that delivery is very, very small, because obviously all they're focused on right now is making sure they're attracting people to their new business. They're just starting out, they're about to hit 10K a month, they're excited. All they're focused on is virality, carousels, running follower ads, or whatever it is. Most of the time, these coaches in this range are only focused on attraction. Not only that, but attraction is extremely manual. You're doing all of the work, you're doing all of the posting, you're doing all of the cross posting, you're doing all of your research because you want to see what's hitting, what's not hitting in your industry, you're copying different people. And attraction becomes most of your time, because at this time, doing 10 to 30K a month, you don't have a lot of clients. So delivery takes a back seat and it's kind of just inertia. That's in this range. But as you start getting closer to that 30K a month, it looks a little bit different. And this is exactly the same trend that I've seen with coaches that are just starting out and now they're getting into a bigger leagues of making 30, 40, 50, 60K. Now, obviously attraction is still big. Delivery, well, now you're getting more clients. So delivery is a little bit more important, obviously, because you don't want to have your name being talked bad about. You want to make sure you're giving people what they want. You're giving people exactly what you promised. So delivery is a little bit more of important in this case, in this range. Now, conversion, however, takes most of your time, because ideally when you get to this point, you're still doing attraction manually, or you haven't scaled ads in a way that this is completely automatic. You're still putting content out there. You're still focused on how it looks, how your messaging is, what you're teaching, mindset shift, beliefs. Now you're speaking more about who you are as a coach, as a person, etc. But again, now conversion becomes a little bit more of a science. Now you're tracking a little bit more of show-up rates, offer rates, DM booking rates, etc. Like you're just tracking a little bit more, and conversion takes most of your attention in this range. However, delivery starts to become a little bit better. Now, at the end of this, as you can see, there are arrows here. I'm going to show you something that I'm going to give you because you're watching this video. That's going to be tremendously helpful, because it's exactly what I need you to do to adopt. Because just because other coaches, what I'm about to show you, are 60K plus a month, are doing this, doesn't mean that if you are just in this stage, you can't do it. If anything, I highly encourage you that what I'm about to show you, you start copying, even if you're at 10K, 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K, or 60K, because you want to act and you want to have the foundations of those who are way above you, because this is exactly what I've seen that works all of the time. Now, obviously, attraction is important. Obviously, conversion is important. At this stage, attraction becomes a little bit more automated. You find 1 or 2 things that work in your case, you stick with those, because those keep getting you clients and the enough attention that now, because you're at this level, you understand how conversion works. You understand the numbers that you need to improve, your show-up rates, your conversion rates, whatever those be. But you understand that if you keep this steady and if you keep your show up rates good, if you keep your close rates good, you're gonna get to this level easily. But what I've seen from those coaches at higher levels, elite levels, what they focus more on is delivery, because they understand that without a good delivery, you're always gonna be chasing new clients. You're always gonna be chasing whatever tactics people are saying out there, whether that be follower ads, DM ads, cross-posting on LinkedIn, doing YouTube shorts, reels, TikToks, trying everything out, blogging, going to network events, because you're always chasing. And if you're always chasing and you're an online coach, the bad news is you are the face of your company. You're going to have to do a lot of content. You're going to have to do a lot of attraction. You're going to have to do a lot of different ad creatives. And because you're the face of the company, all of your time is going to be in attraction, content creation. And if you have all of your time here, you're going to be acting like a coach here, and you're not going to be able to track and improve conversion metrics. And unfortunately, you're not going to be able to improve your delivery. So the coaches at a higher level, those making 60K plus a month, focus tremendously in delivery, because when your delivery is good, you don't have to attract more clients. If anything, what you're doing now is the move that a lot of people just simply don't talk about. You're focusing on retention, LTV, and keeping clients longer for more time, and they're just happier because you're giving them the results. So if you focus on making sure that your delivery is at least better than what you're doing here, and that you're focused on getting clients results, then you can understand that once you get a client inside your ecosystem, they will stay for longer, pay you more, give you more testimonials which you can use for marketing, thus getting more leads, more prospects that are easier to convert. Let me explain that again. When you're making 60K, it doesn't mean, or plus a month, it doesn't mean that you're generating new revenue that makes you 60K. It means that the clients that you already have, you're making more money from them. And because they already trust you, it's easier to sell them into continuation. It's easier to sell them into other packages, so you can grow financially without having to chase more clients, having to spend more on ads, having to spend more on setters or closers, changing things in your pages because you're not converting, or changing things in your script because you're not converting, because if you're always doing attraction, why don't you focus on the clients who already paid you? Because if you give them an exceptional service and exceptional results, they're going to stay with you for longer, and they'll pay you for longer. And this is why if you're a coach that you're trying to scale, you're trying to improve your business, yes, obviously you need to focus on getting clients. You need to make sure you're focusing on conversion, but more importantly, make sure you're almost guaranteeing client results. Now, this doesn't mean give people stupid guarantees like, if you work with us and we don't give you results, we're going to work with you for free. That's just stupid. What that means is you have to build such a good internal program, things that people can copy, by the way, because if you're doing a lot of content, a lot of ads, all of those things are public. But you know what's not public is exactly what you're doing inside of your business to deliver results, to get people to get to where they want to be, to get people the things they promise in content and in the sales call. This delivery mechanism is one of the things not everyone speaks about, but it's arguably one of the most important things you can spend your time in. Delivery, people can't copy unless they pay you and they go inside of your program. Delivery gets people results. Delivery gets people to stay in for longer, give you testimonials. And when it comes to conversion and when it comes to sale, obviously if you're getting more referrals, more word of mouth, it's going to be much easier sell. But more so than that, you're going to have so much proof that you become undeniable. Some conversions and sales are much easier. And this is why one of my biggest focus when it comes to helping my clients with their online business is we focus on something called guaranteed clients results, which is essentially what I want to give you for free today. So if you go down in the description below, I'm going to give you this for free. It's a Loom video that's not in YouTube. It's private for my clients. It's about 30 something minutes. And this speaks about all your client delivery experience, because if it's good, you don't have to get more clients. You just keep the clients that you have for longer. They pay you every single month. And you don't have to chase clients, do more things, spend more money on ads, or have to hire setters, more closers, etc. Because your internal system is what's getting you clients, and it's stuff people can't copy, which is awesome. So down below in the description below, I'll tell you exactly where to get this video for free, obviously. And what I'm going to show you in this video is how to onboard clients so that the experience is incredible. And from the get-go, your clients are getting results. Then I'm going to show you how to deliver an exceptional program so that clients get results. This is the name of my my module inside school that I give my private clients. It's called Guaranteed Clients Result System. I made this. My clients love it, and it's completely transformed their entire business. I'm gonna show you how to get testimonials automatically. Literally, my clients ask me and tell me, yo, dude, I wanna do a testimonial, like this is incredible. I'm gonna show you how to do that. Lastly, I'm gonna show you how to pitch continuation so that it's just very natural, so that you make more money, you actually help people. And essentially all you're doing is just repeating the cycle. Now, if you put more clients into here, I'm also gonna show you how you can get more clients, how you can deliver to more clients without you having to go crazy. All of this down below, I'll just give it to you for free. It's called Guaranteed Client Result System, and that's exactly how I helped my clients generate $17 million. And just last month, all my clients combined made $700,000. We focus on this a lot. So wouldn't it make sense to adopt a customer-centric approach so you can have all these three at the same time easier, so you can scale your coaching business and have a program that actually gives results and gives you the confidence to sell at a higher level, sell to more people, and be proud of what you've built? Obviously, the answer is yes. It's a rhetorical question. So down below, I'll leave you the link to get this Loom for free. And for now, the other thing that I want to make sure you understand is that obviously attraction, conversion, and delivery are all three different systems. The video that's in the screen right now is going to show you exactly all the systems that I give my private clients for attraction, conversion, delivery. So click that, and I'll see you in the next